CGU.
Yo peeps, what's going down? It's... Oh, what? Oh, that's gutting, is that?
It's all up here.
Oh, it doesn't show the... Oh, that's a letdown. I thought it would do it, to be honest with you. But no, it doesn't. Yeah, sorry. About that. No, what it is I changed my my PSN picture, and I used one like from the camera roll in my iPad, but when I go live, like now on YouTube, it still shows the actual avatar and not the image that I used from the PlayStation app. So it's a red Rockstar logo, but I wanted the happy.
I'll put you on mute for a bit.
I wanted to have the Happy Jack Productions logo there. But anyway, yeah, in today's stream, we're going to be talking about a little bit of an idea that me and a friend of mine have actually been brainstorming and trying all afternoon. And I think we are coming to a conclusion that this idea, as a matter of fact, will actually work. And literally, like, this idea is a pretty cool idea, and it could help a lot of people with during the times what we're actually going through, such as the lockdown and everything like that. And we've been brainstorming it all afternoon, and it all ticked over with an idea that I saw from another page yesterday. Now there's a Ultimate 90s Rave. They run like festivals, and obviously with the lockdown and everything,
kids don't even know how to play the game.
Going on, festivals obviously aren't running, so they ran what was called a virtual stream, and they had so many headliners that went live on Facebook and played to an audience through Facebook last night. However, when one DJ finished and the next DJ started, they didn't stop the live stream. So like, they didn't stop the live stream and start another live stream up for the next DJ to continue playing. So it got me and my friend thinking, how do you actually broadcast like with two people from a different location without actually stopping the stream? Now that might sound a little bit confusing, but let's just say, for example, I'm at my house, my friend is at his house. I go live, and let's say I'm playing music, for example, and my friend is gonna start playing music live on the same page in about half an hour when I finish playing music. However, when I finish playing music, the stream has to continue, so I don't technically finish the stream, and he just carries on and jumps on the same stream playing the music without actually stopping and starting a broadcast. Now, we've been brainstorming and we've been thinking about this all afternoon. We've been looking through YouTube, and to be honest, it's like it's not really a common thing. Like, you don't see a vast amount of tutorials on how to do it, and there's no one that really like properly explains like how do you do it, like, and literally how do you actually do it. And we've come up with a little conclusion that we can actually get this to work, and we have actually got it working to an extent. So basically what you're gonna actually need is you are actually going to need a various amount of different things. So to start off with, you're gonna need a laptop. Now this is just for DJs. This could probably work for people who play PC games as well, but you're gonna need a laptop. You're going to need the OBS, the Open Broadcast Server software. So basically you have to install that, and you have to have it all set up and running. Now through that program you can actually display your PC screen's screen. So you can actually display through OBS the screen of your PC like a screen recorder. So you can actually record your PC screen through OBS. So what you want to do is you actually want to enable your PC to broadcast, or to basically like record the screen, to show the screen. And then basically what you actually want to do is you actually want to go ahead and call your friend. Oh, Yeah, you actually want to call your friend on Skype with a webcam. So you want to call your friend to Skype. Now, to be honest with you, like, the best way we found this is if you actually call your friend to Skype on a mobile device, so he has to answer on like a phone or like a tablet. This is the best way that we've actually found this to work. So what you do is you actually go ahead and you call your friend through Skype. So he answers through Skype, and then he displays his camera on the Skype call. So when you display the camera on the Skype call and you're displaying your screen through OBS, you are technically seeing his screen. So you're seeing his, whatever he's doing, his deck set up, and you know, if he's dancing, if he's singing, whatever he's doing. So you're seeing his screen, right? So then what the other guy who you've actually called, like your friend, he needs to have some form of audio device that will sort of block background audio. So for example, an iRig. So what he would technically do is he would plug his iRig into his phone. Now what you would actually do on OBS is you would enable your desktop audio. So whatever's playing through your desktop is coming through the OBS. So obviously coming through your desktop is the Skype call. He's got the iRig in, so he's blocking out his background noise, and he's essentially playing music from his deck. So he has the iRig connected from his deck to his phone, and his phone's running the Skype call, which the Skype call is connecting to my laptop, which is running through the screen display onto the OBS. So technically when he plays a song, I get a level through the desktop audio. So technically when we live stream, that means that people who are watching the live will get a level, they will hear the music. So to cut to my point and to cut to the chase, if I set up a broadcast and he joined the Skype call and we displayed the computer screen through the Skype call, so like on OBS it's displaying the Skype call with his camera, we could essentially do a B2B live without actually being at his house. So for example, you would have two scenes in OBS. The first scene would be my scene, my normal OBS scene, my normal webcams, my normal music, etc. The second scene would be the screen that's displaying the Skype call, which is displaying his camera. So I would start a live, I would mute all his audio, and I would start mixing. So I would start mixing. He would then listen to the stream through another device like a tablet or a that isn't being used to actually display the Skype call and by the iRig. I would then message him through Messenger, I would give him a countdown, and I would say, right, you're going next. For example, this is my last song, going 30 seconds, going 20 seconds, count him down, etc. So then what you could do is you could add a title screen during OBS, and you could say like the next DJ coming up, example, etc. And that would just give him a couple of seconds to get ready. You would then display the desktop audio again. You would switch to the Skype call screen through OBS, so to the second scene, and literally that would be then displaying his audio, and that would be then displaying what he's doing. So technically, if I'm correct or incorrect, you would technically be going back to back with each other without being in without being in the same building. So without me going to his house or without him coming to my house. Now, there's things that you have got to sort of like look out for, like a lot of, like I was telling somebody about this, and they were on about, you know, would there be a delay, etc. But I don't think there would be a delay, because you're doing this via a phone call. Now, me and my friend, we tried a similar thing through Instagram earlier on in the week, where technically we both plugged an iRig in, we both mixed, and technically we did like I did an Instagram stream, he joined the Instagram stream, and basically I mixed, he mixed. But the only problem with that is there is a slight delay, because you're actually doing it via the power of a broadcast. But if you're actually doing it through a phone call is technically live and a phone call is technically at the same time. So whatever's said on a phone call is at the same time, if that makes sense.
Come on, man. Untie me.
So like literally you should be able to do it, like it should technically work. So doing it via
I promise.
Alright, man, I guess so.
hop on. But yeah,
Getting married. Need to get my suit from home. Pick up the car. Then track down. Soon to be dead.
right, where's this going? Are we actually heading back to the... Oh, we are. We're heading right near the city again.
Still has the rings. Get to the church. In 5 hours. I promised her I wouldn't go crazy. She's gonna kill me. Such an idiot.
But yeah, it should
Starts at 5 p.m.
it should technically work, but I don't know. Like we still need to look into it. But technically we're getting a level.
Nobody stopped. Nobody would help. It would just slow down, roll down the window.
The question is how you end up tied to a telephone pole and
Really out of hand. It made me finger a dog. Teabagged an elderly lady in a bus stop.
You need to find some more hoses.
Last thing I remember, I was stuffing a handful of mushrooms in my mouth.
Then you had it coming to your ass, fool.
Next thing I know, I wake up there with a deer gnawing at my balls. It's a low point.
Are you wearing perfume?
No.
Lol.
No, wait. Shit, no. It was a stripper, I think, and a midget.
Oh, my broadcasters.
God, I've really done it this time. How am I gonna be able to say these vows, man?
Right, let's get sorted. Luckily we weren't too far off. But yeah, it should technically work, so we're going to look into it a bit more.
I'm arriving for the wedding. You jump in and wait while I get changed quickly. It's my father-in-law's. This bastard. He loves this car more than he loves his own daughter.
Right, let's go. But yeah, so our idea should technically work, which it does.
I look like I'm getting married now.
It does work,
I got
but
a message from my best man saying he's in a restaurant out of town. If he's lost the wedding rings, I'm gonna call him.
right.
Come on, pick up.
But yeah, we will keep you informed. We'll.
You tied to a pole in the middle of nowhere with no fucking clothes on? We don't have time for this now. Just tell me you have the rings. Unbelievable! One thing you have to get completely fucked up. Stay there, don't move, I'm on my way. Okay. Good news is, he's in a seafood diner on the way to the church. You step on it, we might make this. Only that dude should be eating lobster at a time like this. Jesus, this is gonna turn into a funeral, not a wedding.
Right. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this to work, but the only thing is he can't get my audio, so when he goes live, like, we can't get my audio because he needs to change something on his laptop. But literally the reason why we want to do it through his laptop is because he's got a more high-powered laptop to run OBS. But for me, I have a more lower-end laptop that struggles with OBS, and probably like displaying somebody else's screen is probably like dropping my CPU like crazy. But we're gonna try and work this. Like, we need to find out a way. We need to find out a way to get my audio, if that makes sense, from like when he goes live, or like when he's like when we're using my camera. So it's very complicated stuff, but if it pulls off, I'll try and make an in-depth video like on how to actually do it. So like, because I know it can be quite confusing just baffling on about it over a live, but I think this could be a pretty cool idea if it worked, and I think it would help a lot of DJs. Like, especially if DJs do like radio shows, and they usually do like, you know, they're like a duo, and they, you know, and obviously with the lockdown they can't get to one another's house. It's definitely like a way that they could both have a mix, like on the same show, like do half an hour each or an hour each, depending how long their slot is. And you know, if you could actually get it to work through like Skype, because it's not really about like timing an internet connection, it's more, well, internet connection obviously, but because you're not actually technically playing like a B2B as such, like you're both doing a separate mix.
Best man ever. Enjoy your seafood platter, asshole. Better still have those rings.
Yeah, chill, they're in my pocket.
Okay, let's go. We don't have much time.
Dude, that's so loud. My head's piece. What for the history books?
Do you have any idea what you put me through? It's my wedding day, you dick. I could have died.
It's a rite of passage, bruh. You're telling the brain kids about this.
I told you it was a dumb idea to do it right before the wedding. No, you laid this guilt trip on me about tradition. A couple of beers, you said.
We did only have a couple of beers, man. It was all the other shit.
You always have to take it too far. Why the fuck did you strip me?
You stripped yourself, man. You don't remember?
What?
Don't worry, it's all on film. You were totally strung out, embarrassingly so. Way into the dark side, man. The fear had you, dude.
And that was the point you thought it was a good idea to drive me into the wilderness and tie me up by myself.
Not entirely sure how all that panned out, to be honest. I was tripping balls after you fucked that tiny stripper.
Okay, I don't want to hear any more. Let's just get to the church. Man, so pissed off. This is gonna be so close.
Right, let's see if we actually do this.
Oh God. She looks pissed.
Babe, I'm so sorry! Dude, keep the car! This marriage is only happening because of you!
Fucking cricket! You finally decided to show up! As long as we are married, I will never forget this!
Babe, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry!
Come on!
Alright, I guess that... rightly honest, like... I wonder if, like, anything had happened, like, if I was to put a sticky bomb on the church door now. I think because the church doesn't actually have an interior, I don't think anybody had come running out, like... I think they just disappeared, but yeah, going back to this B2B business, I think, like, there is definitely a way to get it more secure, but because I don't have the best running laptop to run OBS, like, little things can easily slow it down. For example, like, displaying like a screen and stuff, like, as well as like doing other stuff, it can be like probably quite, I don't know. We need to find a way for my friend's laptop to actually like pick up my audio, because then it would work like completely fine, because I could plug my iRig into my iPad, etc. You know, if we could run it from his laptop level at the minute, so that's what we need to work on. But we are going to try it. We're definitely going to test it, because a lot of DJs could use this if they could get it to work. And then, like I say, it's a great way for DJs to actually do like a back-to-back, but without being in the same room. So like, it's a genius idea, like it's a really good idea, but you've just got to get it to work smoothly. But I think as far as like a delay, I don't think a delay will happen as such. Like when you're watching the live, sure, yeah, there'll be a delay, but when we're changing from one mix to the other, it doesn't actually technically matter if there's like a bit of silence. Like, it doesn't have to completely start directly after. There can be like 30 seconds of like a changeover. That, you know, we understand that, but because we're not actually like mixing the same mix, You know, whereas like a B2B as such, you're not like doing 2 songs each, like you're doing a whole entire like half-an-hour mix each. So like one person finishes a mix and there's like a 30-second changeover. That should be all good and it should work. Like it should personally work, but like I say, we're still looking into it. But it's a genius idea. I've never heard of anybody else like think about this, apart from like there was a way the Ultimate 90s page did it, but I think they'd done some like completely different way to us. Like if I knew their way, trust me, like I'd use it, but this is just like what we're sort of like coming up with ourselves, using our own sort of like Skype and all that is kind of like our own idea sort of type thing. Displaying screens, etc., that's all come through like our own power of knowledge and what we know. And to be fair, it's me, like my friend, I've been the brains behind it all, and my friend's kind of just like gone along and tested it with me. Like he wants it to work obviously, but I mean like he wouldn't have really had a clue like where to go about doing this, so I've been like researching and trying to find what I can and coming up with our own ideas. And I think, like I say, once this works, it will like really work, and it should work like really well. But we'll just have to see. There's, you know, I can't guarantee that this will definitely work, but we went live on this YouTube channel earlier and we tested, and he got a level, but it was very laggy because my OBS just isn't really that good for running, for streaming and stuff. However, if we could get me to get a level from his end, like if he started the stream instead, like that would work so much better, and we would both be able to do it, do you know what I'm saying? Because he's got the better connection, well, not connection, but he's got the faster running computer, because my computer's not really built for stuff like that. It's a very, you know, it's a basic laptop when it comes to like, because OBS is for like used for a lot of like gaming PCs and stuff, and you know, a lot of like laptops that can handle like higher CPU, whereas mine's more of a like typing up a document, browsing the web kind of laptop. It's not really built for running all these different programs, hence why it doesn't run like PC games that well. You know, if you mod Euro Truck too much, you know, you can't play Euro Truck, and if you try like other games, like you're just not gonna run it. Like I tried Train Simulator and nah, you know, stuff like that. So you can't really do it with my laptop too well. You can get OBS to work, but you've got to really turn down settings, and you know, the screen still just looks very distorted because you've just got the resolution so low that it's just so pixelated, because it's just running on such, you know, it's running on such a low frames per second. But I did do one the other weekend. I did a live on YouTube and the stream seemed to run, but like I say, I changed some settings about since then, and you know, but I think, you know, with some more thoughts into this, it's early days. We've only just really been testing it, so we're going to test it some more. We're going to try like different ways. It can be stressful, but at the same time, like, we know this could be a really cool thing if we actually got it to work, and it's a wicked idea, nevertheless, but we just need to try and see if we can actually get this to actually work. Hey?
I want a cup of tea.
You want me to?
Yes, please.
You're going to bed?